and you agree and you say yes, and you gotta do the right hand of fellowship, and you hug the whole church. That's the part I hate the most of.
Yeah, they made you lie. Because they never dealt with your problem. Because what they basically said, yeah, come up here, they're not the ones to determine when you get saved. Jesus is.
So, I want to go back to a Q&A.
No, let's do that.
But, so, and therefore, everybody that goes and gets saved isn't, you know, when they, you know, the altar call, and they go and say, are you saved? And like, no, and you're like, yes.
Yes, let's talk about the altar call. I'm sure you've seen plenty of them. You've seen the altar
I've
call.
actually done some.
Some. You've seen the altar call where they call you up and tell you, come on, God is calling you up. And what about the ones that have the altar call auctions where they say God is saying there's 30? Come on. Okay? And what if 35 come? What if 35 come? So if they say God is saying 30 is, you know, is to come, where did the other 5 come from? Mm-hmm. See, everybody can't get saved at one time. Jesus is the one that does the saving. He said, I draw all men unto me, not the altar call. Because somebody could have very well been having you to be saved out of your season. Mm. It wasn't your season for salvation. I was in the club. See, what they got to understand is nothing you can do for salvation. He's either going to save you or he's not. You can do whatever you want to do. You can go to church, jump around, hop around, dance, sing on the choir, whatever. All you're doing is making the church look bad because the church have received you unto itself, not God. Because when God save you, you're going to be saved. That's what's wrong with the church. The church is like Facebook. They keep adding and adding and adding because they want to be mega and big, because they base church off of prosperity in numbers. No. That's not church. God is after souls. He already knows who his church is. I was his church, and before I am where I am, I was in the clubs waiting for salvation. So somebody raped you and had you to come to the altar before it was your season. But it's okay.
So how do you know when your season is coming?
Because God will send somebody to you like they did. And for some reason, they be like, I don't know why I'm going over here to see about this. I don't know why I'm being led to this place. But when you get to this place, love show up. Real love show up. It's going to be different, a total different experience. And you faced with some decisions. It's not going to be the same thing. Totally different. And you have to make a decision. When Jesus shows up, controversy shows up. A decision shows up. The people are different. They're not like, they're peculiar. That's what the word says. There's a peculiar people. They're like nothing you ever seen before. And you think it's them, but God said, no, that's not them, Javon, it's me. I've showed up. Choose me. Choose me. I'm here for real. Choose me. That's what he's saying. Don't worry about mom. Don't worry about accountability partner. This is me. I'm here. It's over. Choose me. I might be coming back tomorrow. Choose me. Let the life go. Thank God that I didn't kill you and take you then. You already been there, done that. It's over. Choose me. It's done. So on the resume, ball it up, it's over. You done it. Let it go. Let it go. And he said, you want to reign with me? Then suffer with me. So everybody thinks Jesus is clapping and woo, woo, woo. Suffer with me. That's what he wants us to do, to suffer with him and obey him. Obey him. So as we kind of wrap this up, I want you to talk to other homosexuals out there. Just talk to them. Just talk to them. I want you to talk to them.
And say,
well, what if there's another person out there that's watching this that is struggling with homosexuality, and they too may want to come out, and they're not being real with themselves, and they're tired. They're tired of hiding. They're tired of the secrets. They're tired of the name calling. They really don't want to do it. They've been hurt for whatever reason. They may have been molested. They may don't have your story, you know, and they really, really want to come out. Do you have anything that you can say to them?
wow. What I would say is, find God, and that's about it. I mean, until I found, you know, until I found God, it was like everything was cool and copacetic, and everything I did, even though it was wrong, I wasn't getting like in trouble for it or nothing like that. But you gotta find them. That's all I can say. It's nothing else that I mean, there's nothing else I can say.
And how did you find them? Make this as real as possible. And they probably, yeah, Javon, I hear you. Find them, but they've been to the churches, Javon. All the church want is their money. All the church want to do is fly above them instead of walking with them. All the church want to do is jump in their cars and have me singing. The church want my gifts, but they don't want to, you know. Come on, I'm told all the time that the homosexual is the reason why the church is where it is, from the music, from the keyboard players, from it all.
You're right.
The church, and that's why they're so hurt. They're so damaged because they helped build the church, and the church is the one that criticized them. The church is the one that judged them. So when they turned around and looked for the love from the church, they're hurt because the church received them. See, if the church would have told them no and stood up like the church, then they wouldn't have this issue against the church. But I'm going to say to all of them who was hurt by the church, don't think the church is going to get away with it. The church will answer for it. They will answer for it. Their blood is on the church's garment. It's on the church's garment. Because the church is responsible for the toenails. The church is responsible because you judge them and they help build. You received him. He shouted with you. You pushed his concerts. He didn't just turn gay. He was gay the whole time. Why didn't the church see it?
Wow.
They didn't want to see it. They wanted to see the money. They wanted to see his gift because that's all they cared about. And then when he come out with it, then you want to come against him. And he's saying, wait a minute. I'm the same one that was with you. Love me. Then he say, didn't y'all tell me grace is sufficient? Yeah, his grace is sufficient, but he don't tolerate that. He don't tolerate that. So I understand it's sad, and I wish that I can apologize to a lot of them for what the church has done to them. But the truth of the matter is you cannot preach and run a church and be a homosexual. It is not acceptable. I'm not going to give the scripture because they read it. They know it. It's no point of us spitting scripture because they know it. They know it. They're damaged by the church.
Wow.
And it's just that simple. They built the church.
And then the church judged.
And then the church judged them.
Wow.
So, thank you for tuning into our first episode of Exposed Television. We hope that you enjoyed yourself. And Exposed TV is just what it is, the truth and nothing but the truth. We want to thank our first guest, Javon Pender, for appearing on the show. We're definitely going to have you back, Javon. Thank you so much. We look forward to you. And we thank you for tuning in. Also, Exposed have to offer is our book, Grown Before My Time. If you want to know more information about some of the questions we asked Javon and how we feel about ministry, pick up this book, which is also on Amazon.com. We will be seeing you again once a week. Tune in to Exposed Television. See you then.